What's good, YouTube? Welcome back into the channel. If you're new, be sure to subscribe. In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys a half spin combo tutorial. Now, the half spin's been in the game for a very long time, pretty much since as long as I've been playing 2K. It's a move that's very good for ISO. If the half spin isn't already in your arsenal of moves, then be sure to learn how to do these moves. If the moves I'm doing on the screen look different from the moves that you're doing, make sure that you're following my controller camera. And also check out my signature styles video, because that could be the reason why that you're not able to dribble in this game. With that being said, if the video is helpful, be sure to drop a like. However, before I show you guys my combos, you guys are going to need to learn the basics. There are 3 ways to half spin in this game. There's the standing half spin, the running half spin, and the turnaround half spin that you do while running backwards. Now, the turnaround half spin is the only half spin that I use in this game. The other ones you can't combo out of at all, and the connectors that you get are completely useless and pretty slow. To do the half spin while running backwards, you need to be holding turbo and have your left stick straight down. I've noticed that if my left stick is too far to the right or too far to the left, then I won't be able to do the turnaround half spin. After you've been running straight down for a little bit, rotate your right stick from the bottom to the top. If the ball's in your right hand, rotate your right stick counterclockwise. If the ball's in your left hand, rotate it clockwise. Remember that your player is facing you, so your right is opposite his right. I've noticed that you don't need to rotate your right stick all the way from the bottom to the top, so experiment with the move yourself just to see what works for you. So after you know how to do the half spin, you need to learn the connectors out of the half spin. There are 2 connectors that you can do out of the half spin. These connectors will not be possible unless you have the quick dribbling style equipped, so make sure you have that equipped. The 2 connectors I use is this between the legs and this sliding behind the back. For the between the legs, it pretty much helps me straighten out and get forwards. However, the behind the back is super glitchy and helps me go a bit more sideways. I usually use the behind the back if I'm pretty close to the 3-point line. If you've just rotated your right stick counterclockwise and the ball was in your right hand and you're trying to do the between the legs, then just flick and hold your left stick diagonally up to the left, but more up than to the left, if that makes sense. However, for the behind the back, you're going to want to do the same thing but more left than up. The connectors are pretty simple. All you need to do is move your left stick. However, the rest of the combo is pretty difficult, so make sure that you have the connectors down before you try to do this next combo. For this first combo, the connector that I usually do is the between the legs, just because it helps me go straight. And this is the combo on the screen. So just to reiterate the first steps, all you're going to need to do is while running backwards with the ball in your right hand, rotate your right stick from the bottom to the top counterclockwise. After you've rotated your right stick, hold turbo and hold your left stick diagonally up to the left, but more up than to the left. You will then do the between the legs connector, and then you're going to want to do a Stizo roll by rotating your right stick from the bottom to the top counterclockwise again. So basically, you're going to want to also let go of turbo right before you do the Stizo roll. Basically, the full combo would be is if the ball is in your right hand and you're running backwards, rotate your right stick counterclockwise. Then, while holding turbo, move your left stick diagonally up to the left. Then, let go of turbo, straighten out a bit, and rotate your right stick from the bottom to the top counterclockwise again. If you're struggling to do the Stizo roll at the end of this combo, then check out my tutorial on the screen right now. There's a ton of moves that you can do out of the Stizo roll, including this curry slide that you guys are seeing on the screen. It's a new move that I've been working on, but that's for another video. So for the next combo, it's basically just gonna be you do any connector and then you double crossover and then you curry slide. This is a very effective move that I've been doing for a very long time, from basically current gen. So what I'll do is if the ball's in my right hand and I'm running backwards, I'll rotate my right stick from the bottom to the top counterclockwise. In order to do the half spin, out of this, I'll do a connector based on where I am on the court. If I'm somewhat far away from the 3-point line, I'll do the between the legs connector because I don't want to take a super deep 3-pointer. However, if I'm somewhat close to the 3-point line, then I'll do a sliding behind the back because I don't want to shoot a 2-pointer on accident. For most situations, I just end up doing the sliding behind the back because generally I'm not dribbling super far away from the 3-point line. Let's just say that I'm somewhat close, which is most situations, and I do my half spin. Then I will flick and hold diagonally up to the left, but more left than up to do the sliding behind the back. Out of this, I'll straighten out by pretty much just moving my left stick straight up, and I'll let go of turbo and double tap up on the right stick to do a double crossover. After, I will let go of everything and hold diagonally down to the right to do a curry slide. You don't need to do anything to cancel the double crossover, just simply let go of all your buttons, and then once the animation finishes, you can curry slide. Out of this, I either shoot or speed boost, depending on how my defender plays me. The final combo is pretty simple, and the best connector is going to be the sliding behind the back, because generally it's the best when you ISO and the best for rim running. If the ball's in my left hand and I'm running backwards, I'll rotate my right stick from the bottom to the top clockwise since the ball's in my left hand. Then after, I will hold turbo and hold my left stick to the right, but more to the right than up because I want to do the behind the back. After I do get my sliding behind the back, I'll straighten out by moving my left stick to the top. And then after, I will generally do a Kyrie split the D running sham god. Let me know the name of this move in the comment section because I honestly have no clue. To do this move, you're basically flick diagonally down towards your off-ball hand and then flick straight up before the animation finishes. You can do this while holding R2 or without holding R2, it's completely up to you. If you're far away from the basket, I generally do a running behind the back first, and then I will do the Kyrie move. If you're struggling to do this through the legs move, then you can just replace it with the behind the back. But I don't recommend to do it very often just because you can easily get the ball stolen. I know these combos are pretty advanced, and if you're struggling to do any of them, let me know in the comment section. I'll try to do my best to help you. Also, make sure you're looking at the controller camera, slow it down more if you need to, and just do it step by step. You're not going to get it on your first try most likely. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like and subscribe, and I'm out. Peace.